back. I know we haven't been here for a while. I've been especially busy trying to get a job and secure volunteering and a bunch of stuff, so I haven't been here, but I am back with another video. And this video will be about what to eat at cons, so let's get started. So what to eat at cons is like probably the most asked question I get. So this video will be kind of like stories and like tips. So I get asked a lot by newcomers that know that I cosplay and I go to conventions, and they start to go and they kind of ask me like what to pack, and then the second thing is like diet and nutrition. So what I found over the convention years is two things. You can't run on caffeine and you can't just run on sugar and carbs. That does not work for your body when you are walking 8 hours and you're like, I mean, not just like walking like from one side to another. Like I go to convention centers and it is like a massive center, so I walk for like 9-10 hours. Like that's a lot to walk non-stop. Like we'll sit down for a little bit, but you can't be running on that, especially when you're running on like minimal sleep because you forgot that you had a part of your costume you had to do and you did it the night before, like me, which we'll talk about that in another video, which that'll be called probably like last minute panic or something. But besides that, so let's get into some like stories I have. So I have experienced that packing your own food, especially if you have a hotel room that's a suite or you even have a microwave, is the ideal thing to do because it's so easy, you know, especially if you have a microwave. You can pack so much stuff like Velveeta, Kraft mac and cheese, ramen, all that stuff that you can just like throw in like Annie's, like which is like this udon noodles, and you just need water, and that is so easy when you just need water in the microwave and you heat that up, and it's very nutritious. Especially the udon noodles because it has tofu, which that has protein, and then the udon noodles have protein in them and it has vegetables and stuff. And mac and cheese is very good with it for you because it has like milk and stuff, so it will keep you energized and it'll keep your blood sugar up so that you're not crashing by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So speaking of that, I have a story. This is I want to say this was 2 cons ago, last year at NDK. Who I'm about to talk about, she will know who I'm talking about because if she watches this, she'll be like, yep, I did that. So we packed a bunch of food. We packed chips, we packed ramen, we packed Velveeta. We even got a frozen pizza. This was actually our horrible doing. We got a frozen pizza thinking that we had an oven, but really it was a washer, so we actually heated it up in the microwave and that turned to rock, so that's out of the question that was even like edible, but she ate it anyways. So I even messaged everyone and I made a group chat and I said I'm getting these specific snacks and food, and I was like, hey, does anyone want anything? Does anyone not like anything on this list? And I got an okay from everyone. I got some people that said that they wanted to add stuff. I did not get anyone saying, ew, that is gross, who likes mac and cheese? So we arrived at the convention center and we have about 4 bags of food, and they're just in like whole food bags, and we have snacks and we have beef jerky and we have like Nutri-Grain bars and stuff just to keep our blood sugar up. Well, there was a glass jar probably about this big in the middle of the table at the hotel, not the convention center, at the hotel that we were staying at. Now, I've never been in a Resident Inn hotel. I did not know that they had a bowl of candy there. So I'm like, obviously it's either really old or I'm just kind of questioning it. So the girl goes over, we'll call her Kakyoin because she was cosplaying Kakyoin. So Kakyoin goes over and she picks up the thing of candy and starts eating it. Well, she's like, halfway through the night, she's about her 3rd one down. She hasn't eaten anything. She tried to eat the pizza. She got to the crust and was like, wow, this is really hard. You are right. And she's like, this tastes like Tide. Like, literally like those little Tide pods mixed with bleach. And they were like these blue square candies. So I went in and I was like, okay, Julia, are you eating like cleaner? So I went in and I found a house worker that spoke English because most of them don't. I'm not trying to be racist, but they don't speak English. So I went to go get one, and she was like, oh no, that's candy, you know, it's safe, it's not like cleaner for the dishwasher. So I go back in there, and she's on these orange ones, and she says these taste absolutely horrible. And I don't know, I know you've never eaten this, but if you've ever smelled like that really cheap like dollar store Walmart perfume, you know exactly what I'm talking about if you know this. And it kind of like smells cheap, and you know it smells cheap, and it tasted like that. Like you sprayed like that orange, like you found like an orange scent, and you were like, and you sprayed it in your mouth directly. It was the worst thing I've ever tasted. And I wanted to taste the blue ones too, because I was like, what does she mean it tastes like bleach? She ate them all weekend. She ate that for 3 days because she said she didn't like mac and cheese. But we had ramen, and the only thing that she had nutritious, I cannot speak today, was the pizza that was harder than a rock. Like literally, like imagine this was a pizza, it sounded like that when you hit on the table. We were all laughing because I overcooked it, because I thought you had to cook it longer in the microwave because it said 30 minutes. I was like, no, 30 minutes is not gonna be enough. And it looked like really flimsy and stuff. I was like, that's gross. No, that's not gonna be enough. So that's a story, and I don't know how she ran on that. We also ran on like 4 hours of sleep. So that is number one. Don't ever do that. Make sure that you pack food that is nutritious, that everyone likes, and that you'll eat. So remember that. So basically, for food that I pack, I make sure I pack Slim Jims. Slim Jims are huge for me. I get the mini ones because they have protein, they're made out of meat, and they won't let your blood sugar drop. If you go to a convention in the summer, it is wonderful to pack grapes, cut up watermelon, and I mean cut up like into squares, not like you're eating that and just eating the convention center. Bananas and apples, great for protein and keeping that blood sugar up with the natural sugars instead of like having like a candy bar. We also love cheese. That's a little iffy because you need like a cooler for that, so we don't really bring cheese. We bring cheese to the hotel, but we don't bring it to the convention center. And hopefully that your hotel is close enough to the convention center that you can walk and go get something to eat, like cheese. I recommend granola bars are a huge thing for us that we don't have to take. We don't have to keep cold. We don't have to worry about this spoiling because it's not cold. That's why I'm a little iffy about the cheese. And that has a lot of proteins and grains, which will keep your blood sugar up again. So that's just a few things to list what to take. Water is number one. If you are going to a convention, do not drink soda, lemonade, apple juice. That stuff actually makes you dehydrated, surprisingly. Water is the number one thing that I would drink, and especially keep with you at all times, because we never bring a water bottle, and we end up spending like $6 on the water bottles there because they're expensive, and they know that if they jack up the price, people will buy because you didn't bring yours. So that's number one. Don't forget to bring a water bottle. Always keep it filled because it is so easy to get dehydrated at conventions because you're like roaming around and you're like, oh my god, this is so cool, cosplayers, and you kind of just forget to drink. And I don't know, this is for me. When I have high adrenaline, I'm not hungry, I'm not thirsty, I just want to go. So I will not eat breakfast, and I will not eat lunch, and I went to dinner, and that is horrible. So that's the second thing. Do not skip breakfast, do not skip lunch. Those are so important that you wouldn't even know. Like, I almost passed out in the subway because I went like something like, I think it was like a ridiculous amount, like 19 hours without eating, because I hadn't eaten from like the night before. I didn't eat breakfast, I didn't eat lunch, and we didn't go till like 3 until someone thought that I literally looked like I was dying. Like, I almost passed out, and I couldn't even eat there because my adrenaline was so high. And you just gotta force it sometimes. Like, you have to learn to force that food down because you will be drained and it will be horrible by the end of the day. Like, you will just feel like you're dead. So that's just a couple tips for you guys to help you. If you have any questions, just comment down and I'll get right to those and answer those. Any other comments like, oh, I love to bring this food to you to conventions, would be great. I love comments, guys. I love when you watch our videos. So thank you. We have 12 subscribers, which sounds not like a lot, but it's a lot to us, and we all love our subscribers. So thanks for sticking with us. I'm sorry for such a long wait for a video, and this video